Hi, family, and welcome to Get the Tea on Me Royalty. And I'm still coming from my book, You See It, Cosmic Royalty. Once you're able to let things go that is no longer serving you, and as you evolve, encountering new situations, new people, and traveling to many new places on the golden path of your purpose, your best bet is to relax, to release the earthly woes, and come receive this real love from the great mother, Ashe. And Ashe means power. Your inner awareness unfolds as you begin shedding and shifting the old paradigms, old thought patterns, and cycles that are not conducive to this new flame being ignited inside of you. A divine light being born in the center of your soul, which is your solar plex chakra, testing your commitments and their new wings. The phoenix rising from the ashes. That is you. I have realized that there is never actual death, just constant cycles of rebirth as we grow towards spiritual perfection. But first, you have to eradicate all thoughts of the Lord or the Great Mother or the higher power having this grand seat or throne outside of yourself, and begin feeling that power and that divine love and oneness within you. The great source, the great mother, she has never been outside of you or separate from you. All you have to do is be open, receptive to her divinity, and the substance of her power shall flow freely throughout your daily walks. And we're going to end right there. And this is really beautiful for me to just reread. I'm telling you, every time I read my work, it is kind of like just taking this magical ride. And it takes me back to where I was at the time where I wrote it, which is really intense. And so, but this is just so beautifully said. You know, the more you trust in yourself and your golden path and your purpose, because we're always trying to figure out what do we have to do outside of ourselves. You know, how many jobs should we have? You know, how many classes should we be taking in college? How many homes should we buy? You know, and making sure we're building financial wealth for our families. And you know, there's things in our life that are important to us. You know, who are we going to love? You know, who's going to love us? And you got to know that the real love from the great mother and from that source within you, when I tell you that is all you need to shift all the old paradigms. I don't know if you've been in any type of situations where you had trouble during your early childhood development, such as myself, you know, and you know, had to struggle through working out the mental part of that alone, because you know, a lot of people didn't get the counseling or psychiatric care or, you know, attention that they needed after the trauma, you know, they went through as a child. You know, they just kind of had to breeze on through life and just get over it. And so, you know, I can say that I can truly relate to that new flame being ignited inside of me. You know, that it's already been ignited. It's like I'm like a whole forest fire right now. So if you can feel that flame being ignited inside of you, you have to know that is the real you. You are not your trauma. You are not the drama. You are not the people who even gave birth to you. You know, who brought you into this world, who gave you life. You were created uniquely, and this body that you're in is just an avatar. Okay? It is just an avatar. And you have to be that Godhead standing outside of that avatar and looking down on all of the confusion that's going on earth, because that is how I make it. That is how I survive. I'm able to come outside of my body and look at things from a God perspective. Okay? And so, yeah, it says, so first you have to eradicate all thoughts of the great mother or the Lord having a grand seat or throne outside of yourself, and begin feeling her her divinity within you and her oneness within you, because she has never been outside of you or separate from you. And even though I'm not into religion or anything like that, I'm more just a spiritual person and connecting with nature and everything around me. What I can say is your best bet is to look for the messages in the universe, because the universe will speak to you every day, all day, in every minute of the day if you are listening. Okay? Because at the end of the day, no matter what they say, in each and every single way, I am royalty. You are royalty. We are royalty, family. And I shall see you in a minute. Ashe.